So good day. Um, so it's kind of weird. I was reading through the New York Times today and the other day, and they were basically saying how Zoran Mondani was going to fail as mayor of New York. I'm like going, what? And he goes like every blue state mayor or governor, they fail in New York. They fail as they fail. All right. So okay, I read the article. So the article is about basically they can't get enough money to do what they want to do for the public. In other words, their workers and what the cities need because the city workers and the city workers have the biggest issue for cities is the payroll and pensions, and they can't pay them. And so I'm reading the article, and the solution's easy for me, okay? But the article is basically a union hit piece. It basically was going after the unions, the public unions, saying that they don't want to cooperate. They want too much. They don't want to give up anything. And I'm reading this thing going, huh. Not one mention of tax disparity. Not one mention that if you raise the taxes on the rich just a bit, you could cover all that. Cover services. You can make sure everyone is well, that you have wages for everyone, pension plans, and services are covered for the cities and states. Not one mention of that. It was a fucking hit piece for unions. Basically, they were saying if unions weren't there, the problem is that red states don't have that problem, blue states have that problem. But they don't acknowledge that life in red states and red cities is not good because you cannot get the services you need. Because to vote Republican is to court death, as I say, and they never do anything to help the poor or people who need help. Never, ever, ever. Don't. They haven't done. They definitely go against schools. They look at the ways to cut schools or to give it to charter schools so the rich can get richer and the poor are stuck where they're at. So that's the problem still. For some reason, even these guys who are supposed to be intellects, professors, law professors and shit, and I'm just a dumb fuck who talks shit, they still buy into the Reagan bullshit that the rich need to stay rich so the poor can get something from it. Totally ignorant bullshit. We wouldn't. Do we have issues before? Yes, but that's because of a racial disparity of poverty. And no one was getting the same amounts. But if you tax the rich, half of what we're doing now, half of what it was under the Eisenhower administration was 90%, you would see a significant difference in everything across the board. That's a fucking fact. Okay? But what you see right now is corporations like Palantir, who made billions of dollars last year, they paid zero in income tax. I'm going to owe income tax. It's fucking stupid. And so to watch those two economic or labor professors or law professors, go on a hit run on unions and blame the workers for problems in cities was fucking ridiculous. Totally fucking ridiculous. But this is what we have to deal with when you have intellectuals who buy into bullshit.